Hey traders, welcome to Master the Market, where we help you become a market master. Today I was able to lock in a $1,752 profit from one single trade in the stock ADTX using a very simple breakout or momentum trading strategy, whatever you want to refer to it as. This is a strategy that, in my opinion, every day trader should have in their arsenal, so stay tuned. We're going to break down exactly how I was able to place this trade and exactly how I was able to make this profit. So as usual, this trade was covered entirely in the Market Master group. So if you're interested in learning about the stocks that I'm trading in real time and catching some of the biggest movers in the market every single day, make sure to come join us using the link down below in the description. First and foremost, why was ADTX on my radar in the first place? Well, if we take a look at the gappers channel here, this is going to show us stocks that are gapping up and gapping down in the pre-market session. These stocks are often going to become the biggest movers once the market does open. So we can see that ADTX was the third largest percent gainer that was gapping up in pre-market at about 9 o'clock this morning, 30 minutes before the market opened. It was trading up about 29% from its previous day's closing price, and naturally because of that, this is going to be on my radar going into the market open for an opening range breakout. An opening range breakout is the way that I like to trade most of these stocks that are gapping up in pre-market, because essentially what that opening range breakout is going to represent is that the momentum that was happening in pre-market is now continuing in the market hours. So here in the opening range breakout alerts channel, we have our opening range breakout levels posted every single morning at the market open, and we have the ADTX opening range breakout level of $6.08. Why is $6.08 the opening range breakout level? Well, simply put, the opening range breakout level is going to be formed by the high of that first 5-minute candle. So right here, we're on the 1-minute time frame, and the first 5 minutes here of price action, that is going to determine where our opening range breakout is going to lie. And of course, the high is $6.08. So I'm actually going to draw a line here to represent that breakout level. This is where we're going to look again for a breakout and for a move above in order to enter into this stock for that momentum breakout trade. Now, very quickly, if we jump back over here to the Market Master group, we can see that at 9:46 this morning, ADTX was alerted as an opening range breakout because the price moved above that 608 price level. At the same time, over here in the trading chat, I posted that ADTX has a great breakout setup if it opens strong from the volatility halt, halted right into pre-market resistance. So what exactly do I mean by that? Well, if we take a look here at the pre-market section, we can see that there is very clearly some resistance that's formed right around that 608 area up to about 615. So naturally, because that is an area of resistance, the price is going to tend to fail or reject that price level. However, since we got halted for volatility right up into that price level, we now have a setup where the price can potentially resume above that resistance. And from there, that would be a bullish setup for a breakout trade to new highs. That was my exact thought process behind why I was bullish on this stock. Obviously, it was dependent on the price opening above that resistance, because if it happened to open lower and start to reject that resistance once again, that obviously would not be a bullish setup and there would have been no opportunity to buy into that trade. However, from that volatility halt, the trading resumed. It gapped up a bit over that resistance and I was able to buy into this consolidation zone here. I took a 1,000 share position at about $6.61, and I knew that my risk level on this trade was going to be if the price started to fail and reject back underneath that previous resistance, which also coincided right with the VWAP at the time. So in other words, I was risking probably 60 to 70 cents per share, which would be a $600 to $700 loss on this trade. And obviously, being that I made $1,752 on this trade, the profit potential ended up being much better than the risk. So the key here that I really want to emphasize is that if you're someone that is struggling to maximize your winners or maximize your profit potential on any given trade, which is something that I personally struggle with as well, the best way, in my opinion, to go about improving that is to sell a portion of your position at once rather than the entire thing. So for example, with this trade, I bought my 1,000 share position at about $6.61, but instead of selling that entire 1,000 shares up into this first initial spike, I only sold a small portion here. I then held the rest as it pushed up to new highs, didn't sell any here, didn't sell any into this pullback. I then sold a portion again once it spiked back up into these highs, and then I held on to the rest of my shares knowing that even if it started to dump back down from here, I would still be able to exit out of this trade overall with a profit because of the profits that I already locked in from the other portion of my position. And very quickly, if we jump back over here to the Market Master group, I posted that ADTX was still trapping shorts and climbing, sold most but holding a small position in case this thing squeezes to $10. If trading it, just make sure to target dip buys, not breakout entries, because it's been trappy at the highs. So at the time, it was trading right at about $8.50. And from there, it was able to climb all the way up to a high of $10.04. And I sold the rest of my shares once it turned that area into resistance and it started to set up for a reversal back to the downside. But again, this wouldn't have been a very successful trade for me if I sold my entire position initially, where I sold just a portion of my position. And that's why scaling in and out of your positions is such an effective way to help you maximize your returns. So simply put, to summarize this trade and to summarize the strategy that was used for this trade, for our team of traders in the Market Master group, the best way to go about it is to take notice of the stocks that are moving here in the gappers channel. Look for those stocks then at the market open and look for their opening range breakout levels. Try to get a very quick entry when the stock does break above that opening range breakout level. And then from there, scale out of your position into the highs, lock in profits along the way, and that's going to allow you to add some cushion to your position and also will allow you to maximize your return on the trade. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and found some value in it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, again, if you're interested in trading with us in real time, getting access to our day trade alerts, our swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live scanners, and so on and so forth, all of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.